Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be failed kiss test. She's very affectionate, but won't kiss me. Why? So this is an interesting story. This guy met this girl. I guess he likes to gamble a lot, and so he posts a lot of things on social media about his gambling. And this really beautiful model quality woman slid into his DMs, wanted to learn about gambling from him. And so he invited her to hang out, and she's been showing a lot of signs that she's attracted and interested, touching him, playing with her hair, holding his hand, sitting in his lap. But every time he's gone for the kiss, she always turns her head and gives a cheek and says she just wants to be friends. But yet she's still affectionate. And so he says, hey, I'm not interested in friendship. Call me if you change your mind. Well, 2-3 days go by. They get together and they hang out. She's all affectionate. He goes for the kiss. Whoop, he gets the cheek again. And he says, don't call me unless you're interested in romance. And so this has happened 2-3 times now. And so he's like, what do I do? Because she's giving away signs that she's physically interested, but she keeps turning the cheek. And obviously, if you read 3% Man, a woman that's turning the cheek and doing what she's doing is obviously structured. And quite frankly, I personally would not be interested in dating somebody like this. But she's obviously showing a lot of signs. And as I talk about the structured girl, you never do any pursuing with her. If she's turning the cheek, and like in this case, she's done it multiple occasions, you don't ever call or text this girl for any reason. She's got to do 100% of the pursuing. Because especially when you've told her you're not interested in friendship, call me if you change your mind, and then she calls you, that's why you don't call her. Because if you say, hey, I'm not interested in friendship, I don't want to hear from you unless you're interested in romance, and then a few days later you call her, you're basically acquiescing to agreeing to be in friend zone with her. So that's why you don't do it. But if the structured girl calls you, you go out, but in this case, she's turning the cheek. He's like, what do you do? Because she keeps calling him, she keeps pursuing him, she keeps wanting to get together. And the signs are there that there's physical attraction, but again, he always gets the cheek. So he says, hello, Corey. First, I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for everything you've done. You are a badass. My biggest regret is not taking you serious. A long time ago, join the club. There's a lot of people that have that attitude. But now I woke up, ordered your book, and I'm going to take you serious because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of wasting time, not knowing your material, and I've been watching your videos now, and it makes me regret it even more, but it's never too late. You're right. It's never too late to become the person you were meant to be. There's a beautiful model and actress that reached out to me in my social media for advice on how to win in the slot machines. I'm a gambler, and I post all my wins. So I wrote her and told her how I win, etc., and asked, if you like, I'll go show you at the casino, which she was at, and she sent me her contact. I texted her, and she agreed to meet up. So I went and texted her, where are you? And she texted back that she was eating with her family. I said, okay, text me when I'm done. I'll be playing. No text or anything. I left after 45 minutes. It's like, yeah, so girl's rude. I didn't text her back or anything. Next day, she asked me why I didn't look for her, expecting me to go looking for her. And I said, I don't look for cats, but that wasn't right. And I said, you are just a catfish. I mean, if she says she contacts you, wants to meet you, and then just never does, it's like, that's rude. You don't reward rude behavior with more of your attention, which is the mistake that this guy has been doing. I said no. Or she said no because she was shy and something else. I forgot what her excuse was, he says. And she said, ask me to come again and that she will buy me a drink and give me half her winnings on slots. I said, call me at 9 p.m. if you're close by and I'll stop by. She said, okay, and even sent me a picture of her in the casino. So she called. I showed up. I met her and her parents, and then we went straight to the bar. And she bought my drink, and we talked for a bit, and I asked all the questions. Then I wasn't really feeling her or anything, so I said, enough talk, let's go play. That's the other thing. The conversation's not really flowing. She told you she was going to meet up with you and then didn't, and yet he's still engaging. Me personally, I don't continue to engage with somebody when they behave that way. Because you want to create the conditions where a woman can follow through on her plans, or she can flake out and disappear from your life forever. Because when you have that kind of an attitude, if a woman says, I'm going to call you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and she doesn't, well, obviously didn't really mean what she says. If she tells you how much she likes you and how interesting and fascinating you are and all this other crap, but yet she never follows through on what she says, well, obviously she didn't mean what she said. She was just being nice. And we're not looking for a girl that's just trying to be nice and blow sunshine up her ass. We want a girl that really likes us so we can bump uglies. So we did play. We won a couple $100 and noticed that she kept bumping into me and laughing, looking at me all the time. So I said, let's go chill in my car. So we did. We went to the car. We listened to some music. I was holding her hand. So it tells me you're touching her before she's ready to be touched. Granted, she's bumping into you, but what happened when you got into her car? I would have not held her hand unless she touched me first. He says, I went for the kiss, but then she gave me the cheek. But after we listened to music, I kept asking her questions, talking, and she was there for like 3 hours. I said, well, I got to run. We walked to the back, and that was it for the first day we met. She called me 2 or 3 days later asking me if I was going back to the casino. I said, no, I'm in the mountains. And she said, well, I want to go with more money. And I said, send me your address. I'll go pick you up. And he did. So we went to the casino nearby, and she asked me to put a song on that you think I'll like. And I grabbed her hand. Again, he's touching her first instead of... But again, remember, this is a dude that hasn't read the book. So he's trying to convert a girl that's got, obviously, low interest. But what it really seems like is she's interested... Because women know how to manipulate men, especially the beautiful ones. And she can like dangle just enough of touching him and bumping into him where he thinks, I got a chance, and it keeps him engaged. This is why you got to look at what a woman does, not what she says. I grabbed her hand and just started holding her the whole way again. I had a good time, but every time I try to kiss her, she'll move away, but she'll sit on my lap and hold me. And we won big that night, and that's when I started having feelings for her. So again, I took her home. She gave me the cheek. And I said, why are you turning your head now? Are you dating someone else? And she said, no, we're just friends. And I said, well, I'm not looking for friends, and I would love to get to know you. So I just say, call me if you want to see me. And I said, if not, don't call me. And she said, why, are you going to block me now? And she just left mad. Yeah, you're roughing up her ego. But again, remember the reason why she slid into his DMs is she just wanted to learn how to gamble. But there is some evidence there's physical attraction. But him driving to her house and picking her up, he's doing things he shouldn't be doing based on her level of effort. If she says, oh, I want to meet you, I was like, hey, I'm here. Oh, I don't have a car. I was like, well, take a cab, take an Uber. I'm busy gambling. Then she called me. She said she made an excuse that she wants to go back to the casino, and I told her that I'm busy. So I left to go to the casino by myself. And I guess she saw it, and then she texted me a sad face that she's up, and I want you to pick me up the next day. I didn't respond, and then she called me again and asked me to pick her up at 10 p.m. I said, all right. I went at 10, and she made me wait a whole hour. So he gets there at 10 when he's supposed to, and she's not ready. Women do this a lot, but just lots of little signs of disrespect, and he's still trying to be Mr. White Knight, chauffeur, let me drive you all around town, like her butler. If she'd have made out with you that first time you tried to kiss her, of course you go pick her up. But when she's talking about friends and friend zone and trying to friend zone you and treating you this way, absolutely I would not be going to pick her up. But again, this guy hasn't read the book, so he's kind of clueless. She said that she was on a conference call, and I didn't believe it, but it turned me off so bad that I felt disrespected, but we still went. I kept my distance, and she kept asking me what's going on. I was like, I said nothing, I just felt disrespected. She made me wait, but said she just put the song on, and she was holding me the whole time, but she still turned her head, and he got the cheek. So we were hugging and kissing and drinking, and then I took her home. She gave me the cheek again. I said, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to be your friend, but I would love to see her and date her romantically. But now she blocked me mad, left and said something that I had said, I thought you were going to help me win big. So only she just confused me because she gave me good signs. But I think I should just let her go. What do you think I should do now? Is she just a waste of time? Well, like I said, you're making an effort when she's consistently telling you that she's only interested in friendship. So when a girl tells you she's interested in friendship, and you've gotten the cheek multiple times, you don't keep driving to her house and picking her up, because what happens? She disrespects you. She knows what time you're coming over, and then she makes you wait for a whole hour. That's just rude. But you're inviting it because you're basically volunteering to be a doormat for her. And so in this case, if she does reach out in the future, because right now it seems like he's blocked, but if she reaches out in the future, I'd take my time to return her message. Then she's like, oh, I want to gamble with you. It's like, the only way I'm going to gamble with you is if you come to meet me where I'm at, and when you come and you see me, you madly kiss me passionately. And if you're not willing to kiss me passionately, I'm not gambling with you. If you come and you give me the cheek or you just give me a hug, I'm going to say I'm not interested, and I'm going to tell you to leave. And I wouldn't go pick her up. And she's, oh, come pick me up. I was like, no, I've picked you up a bunch of times, and you make me wait around an hour. You don't respect me or my time. So if you really want one more chance, I will give you a chance. But if you're not interested in coming to the casino and kissing me and making out passionately with me when you first get there, then I don't ever want to hear from you again. You're just wasting my time. I've showed you how to do well at the slots. You're on your own. And so at this point, if you want to see me, I'd love to see you. And I'd love to kiss you. But if you're not down for that, then you need to move on and find somebody else to entertain you. That's how I would handle it. But me personally, I would not be involved with this girl. But if she does call you or contact you in the future, which probably more than likely she will. But again, she's going to try to get you to cave. So don't go pick her up. Don't meet her out. If she wants to meet up with you where you're at, say you can come play the slots with me on one condition, and that's you jump into my arms and you kiss me passionately on the lips. And if you're not down for that, then you should delete my number and let's never speak again. Pretty simple. So if you've got a question or challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.